Let's see what we got going on here. Not too long ago, a friend of mine asked me if I knew anything about how to build a storage shed, 12 foot by 14 foot storage shed. You store things in this shed like your tools and you know crap. And so what I thought I'd do is model up a little model here real quick like. Obviously this is just the structural kind of skeletal portion of the shed. Person might want to put some skin on the outside, keep the rodents out, you see, and I'd put a little something up here on the roof, keep the birds from crapping on the handles of your wheelbarrow and such. But anyway, let's take a little walk through this real quickly here and show you how these things are made in some cases. What we got down here is what I call the floor. It's a framework of floor joists. I like 2x6 treated, don't you? And then these guys right here are what you call skids. And the reason you might want to put this little building on skids is because you don't know how long you might want to keep it. You may want to sell it to your neighbor or ship it to Mexico or something like that. But anyway, that's the logic of the skids under the floor. The surface of the floor here is, I like to use 3/4 inch tongue and groove OSB. It's affordable comparatively, and it makes for a pretty sturdy floor. What you don't want is you don't want to drive your wheelbarrow through this door here, or let's say a rototiller, a small lawn tractor of some kind, and then of course it collapses through the floor. You find it underneath it in a giant sinkhole someday. I like 2x6 rafters, depending on the span, obviously. The studs in this particular structure are 16 inches on center. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Couldn't I go 24 inches on center? Yeah, sure. Depending on what you're going to use for the external skin. You remember that part about the rodents, right? The person who asked me about this shed wanted one door to get in and out of. You might want a bigger door. It depends what you're going to put in there, how wide your wheelbarrow is, things like that. And a light, little window here. Something like that, so you can see what you're doing when you go in there. You might want to smoke some weed or hide from the, I won't say old lady, but you know what I'm getting at, right? Okay, so there's your so-called storage shed. It's a thing of beauty, and again, this is the structural elements of it. You can do all kinds of things with the outside. You can buy yourself some of that T111 siding. Oh, that stuff rocks, man. It's crap, but it rocks. And you can paint that stuff every 2 years for the rest of your miserable life. I love it. Or you can go steel. Some people don't like seeing steel buildings in their backyard. They think somebody's got a barn going back there or something. I would definitely use steel for the roof though, because you'd never have to climb up on it again in your life. But anyway, there you have it. How much does it cost? A lot of people, that's their first question on any of these projects.
Hey, you,
a lot of
battery.
money nowadays. And how long does it take to build one of these things? 3 days, unless you're a pigrone professionista, in which case you'll actually never complete the project. But anyway, good luck. If you want a storage building, just download this video, print it out, measure everything with a very tiny little tape measure, and buy yourself like a buttload of tools to see what you can do to actually fabricate one of these bad boys. Hope you like the video. Subscribe to my channel or not. I don't really care.